Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? First down, they'll start out with Hubbard. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Corral. On the move to his left. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Taken down at the 42.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Corral sets up play action. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Corral under pressure, and down he goes. Vita Vea able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards of the first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. George Pickens, 26 yards. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. A 23-yard run. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. 3rd and long, Corral. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Christian Kirk deep to return it. He'll take it at the 42. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Fields on 1st down. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First down carry by Elliott. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Corral. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Balaj. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Corral. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Corral. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. On the return is Kirk. A great return there of 22 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Fields now to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's going to keep this again.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And Corral will throw it. That caught by Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Corral with it on first down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Second and 10, Corral.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Corral on first down.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Corral. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Corral from the gun on 3rd down here.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. 26 yards.
And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action. Here's Corral. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. A give, running right, it's Hubbard. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Corral looking to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. He's got Otten. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Right back to Chris Godwin. Finding room at midfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
160 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way.
Corral under pressure, and down he goes.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. Well, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
3rd and long, Corral.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Corral with it, 1st down here. He's got the connection to Moore. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. 45 yards. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
166 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Counter, this is Hubbard. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down
finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, he'll take that every single time.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
3rd down, Corral.
No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Corral.
And this is caught. He hits more.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll be first down, Panthers.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Balaj. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Balaj. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Corral.
And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Hubbard.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I
I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. It's Devin White, the linebacker. The 40, 30, the 20, 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end
And
zone.
now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.